Welcome back, folks. This is the fourth of 8 installments for the first month of the ICT mentorship. We are covering equilibrium versus discount. Now, again, just as a forewarning, for some of you were actually pupils of mine prior to me starting this mentorship. This is going to seem a little bit elementary initially, but I promise I'll add something to it that may bring a little bit more depth to the understanding of what optimal trade entry is. A long time ago, back in 2010, I introduced a simple idea of looking at swing projections, retracements, and identifying what would be deemed as optimal trade entry. And everyone, that saw it obviously fell in love with it, liked it. It was easy for them to see. They would apply it really quick to the chart. And I think the reason why is because it had a indicator applied to it, and that being the Fibonacci. Now, Fibonacci doesn't have any magic, doesn't have any significance by itself. You have to understand where the market may want to reach for. So there's going to be a certain measure of prognostication on your part. The Fib doesn't do everything for you. So I want to draw your attention to looking at where markets are most likely to create buy conditions. Now, this is not buy signal entries. This is just framing a context initially as a new trader, someone new to technical analysis, someone new to my principles. It's going to give you a foundation so that way you can go into the charts and start looking at these things and measure them and then study them. Okay, so all this is meant is to give you a framework to work within in your demo account. Everyone should be working inside the Forex Ltd demo account, as I established at the beginning of this mentorship. So we have multiple price swings in here on this daily chart, and we're looking at primarily a daily chart initially for our setups. If you're a new trader, okay, and you just seemed overwhelmed, you probably heard me talk about certain things already in this mentorship, or maybe you've watched some of my videos on YouTube or on my website's tutorial section, and you heard terms that went right over your head. Some of the terms are created by me. Some of them are industry standards. Some are going to require a little bit more description about what they mean later on in the mentorship. So if you hear something even in this presentation, just make a note of it in your notes, and then obviously you'll pick up the understanding as we go deeper. Every month there's something new. But for now, I want you to focus on a simple question. If a trader believes that the market's going to go higher, what would frame that context? What would give the trader that a conclusion to trust buying a specific market? Like what goes into making that decision? Well, the first thing I want you to understand is this is going to be like the very first baby step to understanding institutional order flow. The first thing you need is movement. You have to understand that